Hi silly sillies. As you saw from the title of the video, we are going to be doing a little like weekly reset type video. We kind of had a weird week last week. Sam hurt her neck and then we were spending a lot of time just at home and in bed and resting and trying to make her feel better. Got like off our schedule, off our daily routine, off our weekly routine. We're just trying to get that back because we're feeling a little all over the place and scatterbrained for sure. This weekend we're going to be getting back on track, preparing for my birthday, which is coming up, making sure that everything is squared away so that I can enjoy my birthday and not be stressed out. So today we have a bunch of errands that we need to run. I need to find shoes for a wedding. I'm gonna try and look around today. Hopefully I can find some. We have to go to Hobby Lobby for a couple things that we need for future videos. And I also want to say that I'm debating, doing some sort of like bookmas type thing. I don't want to commit to anything because obviously that takes a lot of time. Maybe like the first 12 posting a video every day or posting more often or something like that. Maybe doing like Christmassy related things. I have no idea. But anyways, I'm going to start getting ready. We're going to run those errands. We're going to take a peek and see how likely our planning is in terms of actually being able to do bookmas and take you along. Whole time. So we went to DSW and we were successful in finding shoes for me. I just need to order the right pair. So we ordered those when we were in the car. But then we went to Hobby Lobby and we got the cutest stuff. I'm really excited about it. So time to do a little haul, except first I'll show you what we got from Michael's a while ago. We went Christmas shopping on Halloween and we ended up getting some stuff for painting. So if you guys have watched our channel before, you've seen that we like to get these wooden little buildings. They're like themed with the holiday. So when we did it for Halloween, we had an apothecary and a black cat cafe and we painted them. We got a little like reindeer barn. And I think you have Santa's workshop. And so anyways, long story short, we have those and we also have gotten more things that we are going to want to paint. So we need to get some painting supplies. Sam's mom has a lot of paint that we're going to be able to use. So we didn't necessarily have to go crazy on the paint. The only color that we ended up getting was this acrylic red. But we also got these little palettes. And then she has a bunch of brushes, but we wanted really thin ones. So we ended up getting these like cheap, super tiny, really thin guys. So first thing that we got, it is this little Christmas scene. Everything at Hobby Lobby right now is 50% off. So it was at $5.99 originally, but obviously half off. And it's this really cool, I mean, it's a Christmas scene, but like you could use it almost as like a divider. And we think that we're going to put it to kind of hide some of the books that are on our huge like storage unit. It opens up to like this really cute hill. And the next thing we got was this pack of 3 wooden trees. We're going to paint these as well. We have the bag, instead of like putting it up here, it's on the floor because the counter at Hobby Lobby is covered in freaking sparkles. And if you're someone that likes sparkles and you don't care about that, I mean, good for you. But you know that they will not get off of you. Especially like the really tiny sparkles, like the glitter. Oh my gosh, it is a nightmare. And there was glitter everywhere from the person before us. I think had like glittery decorations. Oh my gosh, it was everywhere. It was literally like on my hands just from typing on the keypad to like put my pin in when I was using my debit card. We're leaving the thing on the floor because I refuse to get glitter all over our bed. We have these little snowflakes. Again, there's like these little wooden guys. We're gonna put these because they're super light. We're thinking of just like dotting them around our room to like fill up some of the gaps because we really just want this to be super Christmassy, not only for like the content, but we're trying to romanticize the season. I am normally the type of person that gets saddy during the season, not just because of like the sun going away and stuff like that and it being dark, but just like the overall time of year I have a hard time with and like past trauma and stuff like that. So this season is a little hard for me. So I'm trying to romanticize the Christmas vibes and just go all out. So we've been getting way more Christmas decor than I thought we would. But yeah, these little guys we're just gonna put around the room. We got new popsicle sticks for our TBR jars. We made a lot of them spooky themed for October's TBR and we try to do like a new one every main like season. So we're going to be doing a Christmas TBR jar this month, like for December, and a lot of our sticks have black marker spooky on it, so we're gonna change it up, and so we needed a couple more. This is just like 99 cents, it's super cheap. If you've watched any of our TBR jar videos, you would have seen that I have been struggling. I've been having the hardest time decorating that freaking jar, and it's because it's a mason jar, and it's the brand that was like Bell or it starts with a B. Ball, maybe? I don't know.
No.
Something like that.
Ball.
There's a B on it. There's words. Regardless, there are words on the jar itself, and so it's hard to get anything to stick onto it. And because of ball, I'll show. Everything that I put on here automatically starts to lift because the jar is so small, and because the edges of it are raised from like having like designs and words. So if you can see, like this, it is hanging off, and this is just paper, and like it's taped on the sides with like strong adhesive. It continues to pop off regardless of what I use. I've tried using thicker, we use like bigger stickers when we originally did it, and then this time I used paper to try to get it to it. Regardless, it does not work. So we just decided to scrap the jar. We're gonna use this for something else, just like around, I don't know what we'll put in here, but we'll reuse the jar because obviously it's just a glass jar. We'll find a use for it somewhere. So we got a new jar. The stickers are gonna go better on this than the other one. That was all. I'm really glad that we finished up Christmas shopping, because I definitely feel like there was just like a couple spots, especially on this shelf. The shelf that's like right above our bed. That one. Ignore. Sam decorated early for my birthday, so there are birthday decorations up. But that shelf that's right above our bed, we ran out of Christmas decorations when we got to that point, and so I just feel like there are some spots that I want to fill up just to again enjoy the season. So I recommend that if you're feeling a little glum or your day being shorter. I recommend diving headfirst into holiday spirit, because that's helping. And I've also found that we have kind of had like a different attitude about it this year, not focusing on if it's bright or not outside, and just being surprised of the time. So like we'll maybe get a glimpse of outside and it'll be pitch black, and then we're like, oh gosh, we have to go to bed soon, and then we look at and it's only like 6 or whatever, and being excited that we have so much time left in our day, and like only focusing on the time rather than focusing on the light. So I would highly recommend that, like just really focusing like, oh, I actually have so much time, rather than my day is over, I'm sad, because that's what I normally do. In regards to the reset, because obviously that's what this whole video is about, I feel like I need some mental resetting time, and I want to have all the decorations squared away so that we can tidy the room accordingly and know how much space we have in terms of like the books and stuff. So I'm gonna start painting. I'll show you when we start doing that. Wow, I look crazy. You tell that I'm in my jammies, and then we just woke up and it's just a mess in here. It's an absolute disaster. We finished painting yesterday, and then we had more errands to run, so I didn't get to vlog anymore, but we are just in a pile of Hobby Lobby craft store things, and I love it obviously, but we need to put everything where it belongs. I need to clean off my desk because it looks insane. It doesn't even look like you would like do anything productive in this space. We have books to show you that we got. Just need to get it together, continue this reset, and actually reset the room, because like we've said, my birthday is Tuesday and we're staying home from work that day, and I really want to be able to enjoy the space. I'm going to show what we painted. We actually ended up not painting 2 of the little figurines because we like the wooden look, like the unfinished look, and so I wanted to leave it because it also matches the wood that's in our room. So we didn't end up painting the little what is this called again, the drummer nutcracker, or the little tree that went with it. We're just gonna leave them unfinished because again, it matches with the wood in our room, so we're trying to tie everything together. Also, isn't this Christmas cup just the most darling thing? We have this green one and then we have a red one. We got them from our friend for Christmas last year. I have no idea where she got them from, but they're so cute. I did these 3 trees. The bottom of this one has snow, and this was actually Sam's idea because I accidentally got rid of the green I was using. Like I had mixed paints together and I accidentally changed it to make the other trees before I had finished like painting the bottom. So I just covered it with snow to try and hide the fact that I didn't do it all. But then, oh my gosh, I'm noticing how much of the underneath that I didn't get to, but that is a-okay. Ooh. Okay, anyways, we have this little tree. I did like little ornaments on it. And then this one, it was supposed to look like snow, but because the tree is not textured, it just looks like hair. Yeah. So those are the 3 trees that we have. And then Sam did the really big divider thing. So we have this. Oh, it looks so cute. So we have like the snowy like hill, and then we have the reindeer look like they are getting snowed on, and then all the trees, and then we have the reindeer with Santa and his sleigh and like this little like building. Yeah, that shows it better. But like these, it literally looks, it's focusing on my face, but they literally look like they're in like the wilderness. And she just did both sides so that we can maneuver this whichever way we feel and it'll work. So yeah, it's just both sides. And then this is Sam's little building. Again, blizzard. So she had Santa's workshop and she decked it out in blizzard. So she did everything, and then at the end she covered it all with white. But like even the, wait, which one is my favorite? This bush. It just looks like so covered in snow. Lastly, we have my reindeer barn. But I did Rudolph in the middle. I thought that it turned out cute with his little red nose. But yeah. And then there's just the reindeer on the side. Super easy. It actually ended up taking us forever. So it was hours and hours of us painting. And then afterwards, again, we went on some errands. So we went to, first we went to Kohl's to try to find me a dress, because the dress that I ordered for the wedding, I looked like a big drape. It was awful. I've never had a dress fit me so crazy. Like it was so bad. Anyways, so that is getting returned because what the heck happened there? I don't know. But we went to Kohl's. We didn't find anything there. And then we went to JCPenney. I found my dress, which was really exciting. And then Sam found a matching tie that she's gonna wear. And then we already found my shoes earlier in the day yesterday. So the wedding is all squared away, which makes me feel really good because I was getting nervous. Long story short, we went there, found all our stuff, and then we stopped at the bookstore. And we got, I'm only going to show 2 because we have 2 copies of the same book. But we got Christmas books, which I'm really excited about. We're going to end up doing these at some point this year. Like I said, we are embracing everything holly and jolly. And so we are trying to enjoy everything about the season. So we're reading Christmas books. We have The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. This is the same author who did those other 2 books. There's like Cinnamon or and Pumpkin. You know what I'm saying. I'll put the images up here. They've gone really viral, but this is the Christmas, or Pumpkin Spice Cafe and the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore are the other 2. Those went super viral during the fall time especially. And so this is the Christmas version of that, and they don't have to get read in order. So we got that. And then we saw this at a table that had the buy one get one 50% off. And this is Love Holly by Emily Stone. And this seems super interesting. Each December, she writes to a stranger who is also spending Christmas alone. And like they go back and forth, and then she wants to interact with the person that she's supposed to be like staying anonymous with. So that seemed really interesting. And then this one is about people who have a Christmas tree farm. So I don't know, I just felt like this was exactly what we were looking for. We were looking at the table for a really long time because it's hard to find books like this that aren't, I don't want to say bad because that's rude to the authors, but like that are highly rated, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So Sam was definitely doing her due diligence and was looking up on Goodreads all the reviews for all these books just to try to get like a gauge on the star rating, because again, we don't really know what we're looking for when it comes to like holiday themed books because we've never read them. So We were trying to go off of Goodreads and it took a while because she was just individually looking up every single book that was on the table. So found these. I'm really excited about it. I have no idea when we're going to read them, but at some point during December, I'm sure. And that's it. Now I'm going to clean the room because it's a disaster. Okay, so I want to do an update the same day. We cleaned the room and ate dinner and went grocery shopping and did a bunch of things I didn't get any footage for. But really exciting, I changed the settings of my camera for the first time. I have not messed with it at all. I've had everything on like auto and I haven't touched anything because I've been scared that I was gonna mess it up and not be able to fix it. I know I could have just done the research, but I was just scared. So I haven't messed with it up until now, and you may not notice a difference, but my editing eyeballs definitely notice a difference, and so I'm really excited about it because I've had a hard time with filming in this room, especially when it gets darker. And so now going forward, it should be easier for me to film at night because now I have fixed the fact that you can see me and I'm not blurry and I'm not super grainy. I mean, it's not the best quality obviously because I'm in the dark, but it's a lot better and I fixed it. So I'm really excited about it. But I wanted to update because we've been reading Malice and we've been doing a lot of vlogging on this channel and not a whole lot of reading recently, and I want to read more because we've been reading a lot this month. We just haven't recorded like almost any of it, which is really annoying. So I think since Throne of Secrets, which is the last video that you saw, we have read 3 books and I didn't film a single blip of any of them, and so that's totally on me, and hopefully being able to film in the dark will help because we keep reading at night. Anyways, long story short, we've been reading Malice. This is by Heather Walter. This is a Sleeping Beauty, I think. Yeah, Sleeping Beauty retelling, and it's LGBT, and it's really interesting so far. I actually feel like this is something that is different than what I've read recently, not even just because it's a retelling versus like a regular romantasy or something like that, but just the vibe of it is different. The overall writing style is different. Sam agrees. It's just not the same as the other ones we're reading recently, which is really nice because I don't know, I feel like when we read too many romantasy, when we read them too often or too like back to back, I start to kind of feel like they're all the same. And obviously it's kind of hard, especially now with how many books there are and how much we're reading. It's easy for stories to feel similar and everything like that, but I don't know, I just start to feel like we're reading the same thing over and over. So this is definitely different and really interesting right from the start. I feel like I'm just jumping right in, and I really appreciate when the story has like a good mix of explaining like what's going on in terms of like the scenery and all that and dialogue, and this definitely has like a good mix because I feel like when it's too much dialogue it just feels like a script, and when there's too much like world explanations I just feel like I'm reading, I don't know, just like a description, and I lose interest because I like dialogue more, but like you need the other stuff, you know, like it makes it all real. So anyways, I feel like the mix of it is perfect. The font size is really good. I don't know if any of you guys are the type where that like matters, but the way that the book like actually looks affects like my reading. I don't know like if you guys are the same, but if, like the margins are weird, or if the font is too small, or like if the pages are different, I don't know. I just really notice that kind of stuff, and the words are like a really good size. Like the ratio is really good, and like the margins are good. So if that's something that bothers you, or something you notice, this is definitely good, and it's like a good flop. And it's only a duology, which if you're into fantasy, you know that every book you pick up has like 10 other books, 5 different worlds, 3 spin-offs, a novella. It's like nonsense that you just can't get a book that's like 1 or 2. It's always like a bajillion, and ongoing, of course. So far, highly recommend.